All right, market update time. It's also Brexit day, and futures are just going absolutely crazy. Up, down, gapping up, going down. So I think overall, guys, or anyway, let's just get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, market update. We're going to look at all the indices in this video, and the Brexit is actually happening right now. And based on the Brexit, what I believe is I don't believe this long term is going to make major differences to the overall state of the economy and to the direction that I have in these markets. So I have said for the last couple of months that I think we're going to get some downward movement. Now I've said that yes, we're likely to get some big downside is going to come soon, and that hasn't happened. But we haven't gotten an explosion to new highs, have we? So even though that I said that even though that I said that I think we're going to get more downside, what's been happening is the market hasn't gone down, but it hasn't even gone up. So I haven't been wrong totally. I actually thought, yes, we're going to get a lot more downside to come. We haven't got that yet. But guess what? I think the market is just holding here and poising. And the longer it just goes sideways, the longer the breakout. And I do not think, no matter what happens with the Brexit, I do not see a 20 or even a 19,000 Dow coming. I just do not see that coming. It's just, to me, I just don't see that happening. So for you guys that are very bullish on this market, this is what I'm saying. I think there's going to be major downside major downside this year, not tomorrow. So I think major downside this year. I think if you're looking at from now through to the end of the year, by December this year, we won't even hit 19,000. We'll be down 20% by the end of this year. That's 6 months time frame. That's what I'm saying. So that's basically what I've been looking at for the whole time as well too. Not that we're gonna crash 20% tomorrow, or we're gonna have a 5% down day. No, the market steps down. When I've put these titles out and these videos and stuff on the markets about how I think the market's going to go down a lot, I don't think the market's going to drop 10%. Or I don't think the market's going to drop 10% in one day. Who knows? No one can predict that. But what I am saying is, by looking at these major long-term charts, and let me bring up these here, major long-term charts, look at the Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones is actually slightly breaking to a high. I don't think that, as I said before, I don't think that we're going to make it. I don't see this market hitting 19,000. I do see that if the market does break up, the market may race to just a slight new high, maybe in 18,400, 18,600, if that's the case, and then it turns around and then we dump. But for me, guys, it's hard to see that even happening on the actual charts itself. So, so you can see that's what's happening. This is what's happening on the Dow Jones. That's the weekly chart. This is the S&P. Now the S&P actually broke to the high side. Again, guys, I don't see this as a move. I don't see this as a strong move up. I don't see us breaking new highs and moving up. I could be wrong. Hey, I could be completely wrong. Guess what? That's what trading's all about, right? Trading's about getting some trades right and getting some trades wrong. And as long as you are getting more right than wrong, then with your trading, that is. My market updates is just my opinion based on what I'm seeing in the market. It's not based on my trades. My trades right now are long-term bearish. That means that if I think the market is going to crack on the downside, not if. My trades right now are long-term put options, meaning I think we're going to drop for over the next 6 months. That's what I see in the markets. I think silver's going to skyrocket. And I think the equity is going to get hammered. So that's where my money is. And, we'll see. We'll see. I don't care if the market rallies up another 2 or 3% from here. We will see where we are in December this year. That's all I do say to you guys. So that's what you want to be looking at. This short-term movement up and down, yeah, it's creating a lot of havoc with a lot of people out there. And it's creating a lot of uncertainty. And yeah, I've been calling for the last couple of months. I think we're going to get a lot more downside. But we've done nothing but just go sideways. If I take everything off the screen, we haven't gone down, but we haven't gone up. As you can see, we're just basically in this sideways pattern through here. So we really haven't broken up or down yet. So with my videos, I'm saying that a lot more downside was going to come. I would have thought that we would have broke down a lot more then, but we haven't. The market's actually bounced, and the market hasn't even gone up. It hasn't gone down. It hasn't gone up. What's actually happened? We've just gone through this pattern through here. So the market hasn't gone up, hasn't gone down. For you guys that have been totally bullish on this market, you've been wrong. As much as I've been wrong about, I think we're going to get a big downside in the market as well too. So for you guys that have been all over my channel saying how wrong I am about the market going down, you guys that have been massive bullish, you guys have been wrong too, because the market hasn't even gone up. It's just gone sideways for the last month. So you guys are bullish, you guys that are bullish, you guys that have been bullish, hey, you guys have been wrong as well too. But my opinion and what I see from the charts is that we won't see a 19,000 down. We won't ever see a 19,000 down, maybe in 20 years time frame. My view and my opinion and my trading on the markets is I see, and let me bring up here, I see the market holding here, and it might get a little bit more rally to the high side, maybe in a slight new high, but that's all I see. And then I see the market reversing and coming back down. Hey, I could be wrong, but I've been trading this market for a long time, and I put my money on this, and that's what I'm saying. This is just not my view. This is saying, this is what I've done. Let's see what happens. You guys that are totally massive bullish in this market, cool. Put your money where your mouth is and actually put a trade on and hold it for long term. Because my long-term view is massively down. I see these lows being penetrated, boom, on the downside massively as this market gets hammered. Yes, on the short term, we may get a slight new high on the S&P and the down stuff like that. That's all I think the market's got. Hey, I could be wrong, but let's see who's right. Let's see who's right, hey? Put your money where your mouth is. If you guys are so totally bullish on this market, put a trade on and tell me what you've done, and don't get out of it until December this year. Because that's what I'm doing. And then we'll see who's right long term. Let's do that, right? If you guys are so bullish, put a big position on. Because I've actually put two or three big positions on long term for the downside for the rest of this year. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just saying Dow 20,000, or are you guys actually going to put your money where your mouth is and actually put a trade on and tell me what you've done? Because you guys that are totally been bullish lately have been totally wrong as well. The market hasn't even gone up. It's gone up, down, up, down, up, down. But I do think that moving into July and moving into through the next 6 months, that we're gonna see some big downside. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but my long-term view, if you want to see where the market's going overall, my money and my view is down, down, down. Looking at the Dow once again, guys, we will not see 19,000, and that's what my money's at. If we do see 19,000, well, I was wrong, right? Guess what? Sue me. Oh my goodness, I got a call wrong. Oh my goodness. It's just like, who cares, right? Who cares? But that's what I see. So once again, guys, I must say this once again. For you guys that have been totally bullish and having a go at me because I've been totally bearish these last couple of months, you guys have been totally wrong as well too, because we've done nothing but go sideways. So I've been wrong for calling big down movement, and you've been wrong for calling massive upward movement, because we both have been wrong there. But let's see who's right on this call. This call is where I'm saying by December this year, we're going to see at least a 20% correction in the markets. At least a 20% correction. And we won't see 19,000. That's what I'm saying. That's where my money is. What are you guys saying? I want to hear from you guys from now. You know, for all you bulls out there, let me know what you think. Put it in the comments, and don't you dare delete that comment. Put it on there, because I want to come back to this in 6 months. And if I'm wrong, I'll eat my humble pie. And if I'm right, I'm going to say, excuse me, I would like a congratulations, John, you were right. Because that's exactly what I'll be giving you guys. If you guys, whatever you guys say in this chat box, I'll be giving you that. Or in fact, create a YouTube channel. Put your videos out there. Explain the reasons why you're so bullish on these markets. And then maybe we can learn from you as well too. Maybe I'm missing something that you're seeing. Or maybe you're just guessing because everything just keeps going up, right? So, overall, guys, I'm massively bearish. I think no matter what happens with this short-term Brexit, yes, we're getting a little breakout. Yes, we may get a little run to the high side. I doubt that. I've seen in the S&P, and this is the S&P here. I see on the Russell as well too what's happening here, and I see on and this is obviously the Nasdaq. Once again, guys, if I let me bring up my 4 charts. Let me bring up this here. So this is all the indexes here. And you can actually see what's happening overall on the indexes. Let me bring up, bam, bam, bam. So let me actually just bring up this here overall. We're just squeezing this chart up, So overall, guys, if I squeeze my chart up, and I actually did a, let me bring up, I actually did a, let me see if I can go to all images. Here we go. So I did this. This was probably a couple of weeks ago now. I did this here, but this is actually what the bigger picture. So guys, I'm actually saying we're likely to get a lot more downside, not based on what I think, but the long-term charts are telling me we're going to get downside. For the short term, who bloody knows what's going to happen for the short term? Right? We don't know what's going to happen for the short term. The markets are pushing around. The big picture to me says this is what's going to happen. So looking at the Dow Jones has just been sideways. So if we look at that, if we look at the Dow Jones has just been completely sideways. Let's actually do here. So completely sideways. So that's actually just sideways. The bigger picture here on the S&P is actually weak. We're getting these lower peaks, lower troughs. Short term, who bloody cares what happens short term, right? We just don't know, and there's no way someone's going to come on YouTube or someone's going to put a video out saying this is what's going to happen tomorrow, because no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. You know what I mean? We can base it on what the market's telling us. Russell is major bearish. That's massively bearish, and so is the Nasdaq overall as well too. So I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what you bull monkeys out there say about these markets. That's what you are. You're bull monkeys. Because you guys that are saying this market's just going to keep running up, what are you basing that on? Because I'm telling you right now, how the markets work is peaks and troughs. How the markets works is by looking at the highs and lows. And I'm telling you right now, if the S&P has made a pattern like this, and it started back here in the middle of 2014, if the Russell has made a major head and shoulder formation, and this started back here in 2013, this is when that shoulder was there. And same with the Nasdaq. If the Nasdaq started making these major swings back in 2000, and this one here was 2014, around 2014, 2015. It's been a couple of years, guys, and this is one thing I want you guys to understand. It's been a couple of years that this here and this here and this here has been formed and forming. There's just, to me, guys, and the fundamentals come out in the charts long term. I don't care what happens short term, nothing will change. Come back to this video and watch it again and again and again. Nothing will change. And I've seen this so many times. And if you go back, you know what? Don't take my word for it. Go back in history. Go back in history, and when you've looked at, go back in history and look at any chart. Look at any chart. And when you start to see a major rounding top pattern like the Russell's doing, like the Nasdaq's doing, and the S&P, the Dow Jones is actually just basically sideways, not really much going on there. But the S&P, especially the Russell and the Nasdaq, go back and look at any time frame charts and look at the weekly. And when you see something building over many years like that, tell me that wasn't a topping pattern. And I'll give you an example right now. In fact, the trade that I did. If I bring up, let me bring up my open, highlight, close charts here, or the candlestick charts. Let me blow this up, and I'm going to bring up Apple here, right? It's just, you just see this from miles and miles and miles away. So this is Apple here. I'm not sure what's happening with my data there, but anyway. And bam, this is Apple. So look at this. Look at this. This is Apple here, guys. So you can see that Apple started back here in late 2000, and this is back in 2014. This shoulder was forming, and then you had the head here, and then you had a massive shoulder here. The market ran down, and what's been happening with Apple ever since? Right, so that's what I'm saying, guys, is that if you look at the bigger picture, since 2014, this has been forming. And we got the drop down, and we got the run up, and now we're getting another drop down. We're going to run up. You can drop down. You can see this, guys, has been continued to be down and down as the market's been dropping. So once again, guys, for you guys that are saying this market's going to keep going up, what premises are you saying that? Is this based on, oh, well, you think the government's going to keep stimulating, keep pushing it up, so therefore the market's going to keep going up? That's bullshit. You can't take a trade decision based on that. You only can trade based on what the actual market is telling you. So there we go, guys. You bull monkeys have been wrong as much as I've been wrong, as I've been calling for major downward movement for the last couple of months. It hasn't. It's just gone sideways. You bull monkeys have been wrong. I've been wrong. But put your money where your mouth is. I say by the end of December, we're down 20%. What do you what do you bulls monkeys say on the internet right now? Let me know what you have to say. Remember, success can be yours if you got climate. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.